Look at that sun. Beautiful. It's about noontime here at the cabin on the Porcupine, and it was 45 below zero this morning. So everything kind of went to a standstill, and been driving myself crazy sitting in the cabin trying to not do anything. It's hard, even on vacation, it's hard not to do stuff. So I just thought I'd starting to warm up here with the sun. I'm hoping it gets up to like 20 below so I can get that tundra started and go and check some traps. But anyway, yeah, just going through stuff here. Just got some ice. This is ice from the river. This is our drinking water. And just ice that jams off on the river and kind of sticks up out of the snow. We go out and chop that with an axe and pile it up, put a tarp on it so the birds don't mess it up, make a mess on it. And then we just chop that, bring it inside and melt it on the stove. And then we get water to drink and cook with and stuff. I'm cutting a bunch of firewood on this trail out in the woods. Chainsaw runs well when you keep it in the cabin to keep it warm. Here's some traps and some lynx legs used for bait. There's a little bit of the surrounding area. Lots of nice big tall spruces here around the cabin. That area I believe was I don't know if it was a burn or if it was part of an old river channel or something, but there's a lot of younger spruces in there. Man, this is the brightest the sun has been probably since I've been here. It's nice. That's about as high as it's gonna get in the sky today, but get quite a bit of light. See the smoke come out of the cabin. I just tossed some water up in the air earlier, and it kind of turns into a mist. It wasn't quite what it does at 50 below, but it's pretty close. Here's the snow sled and the toboggans. Those things are pretty awesome. You'll haul a lot of stuff on them. And we got firewood cut yesterday, and link on the stretcher. Just watching the thermometer, hoping it warms up, and I want to go check some traps. If not, then have to wait till tomorrow. But that's all right. Sometimes Mother Nature makes the call on the trap line. So 48 below this morning. I'm supposed to be checking traps, but nothing runs very good at nearly 50 below. I'm gonna throw some water up in the air. Everybody, you hear about this all the time. Let's see what happens. Wow, there you go. Hot water into vapor. That's crazy. I don't think any of it hit the ground. That is amazing. All right, well, it's cold. That's pretty cool. Something to do. Not much else to do at 48 below. Waiting for things to warm up so we can get out and check traps. 9:30 in the morning here in interior Alaska, mid-February, and it's 50 below zero. And sun is just starting to come up, and look how pretty the sun is in the trees. Trying to get the snow machine warmed up so we can get it started. Didn't check traps. Didn't get it running yesterday, so I checked a few traps on foot, but it's driving me crazy, going stir crazy sitting in the cabin. So we got all these blankets and tarps and a little stove, Coleman stove under there, and a piece of stovepipe running over towards the machine. I don't know, it might take a couple hours to get it warmed up to where it wants to start. We'll see. Well, hopefully we can check traps today. The forecast for tomorrow is not calling for much different than today, so we'll see what we can do. Although it's not as 50 below, it's cold, but it's not, it's doable. It's manageable if you put enough clothes on. I think I'm able to do a little better than I thought I would, but you don't leave skin exposed for too long, especially if it's a little breezy. But it's not too bad this morning. Boy, talk about highs and lows on the trapline. I'm checking traps here in Alaska. My dream, my goal is catch a wolverine. I think that'd be the awesomest thing in the world. And I had a wolverine here that visited this area and stole my bait last time, so I was kind of excited when I came through. And on my sled trail there was fresh wolverine tracks, fresh link tracks, and a group of wolves have come through. And they moved through, but the wolverine and link tracks came right to the set here, so I'm coming in here. We had 2 snares and 2 foothold sets here. Yeah, it looks like the wolverine went through there. So there's one of the foothold sets, baited with fish, and nothing touched that. Then I looked up there and boom, we got a link in the snare. Awesome, right? There's a snare there, nothing touched that. But we got a link. Pretty excited, except, yeah, he got eaten. So basically we lost the link because the fur is not worth a thing now. So talk about high, talk about low, but it gets even worse. The wolverine came and ate that lynx. Wolverine got caught in that trap and pulled out of it. Looks like a number 4 bridger, double long spring. Wolverine's a tough animal, so looks like he stepped in there, and there's the hair, the jaws of the trap. He somehow managed to pull out. So yeah, I went from possibly a lynx and a wolverine to catching nothing. Kind of sucks, but I got more traps to check, so maybe our luck will turn. We'll see. We got snares set for those wolves up ahead on a place where it looks like they killed a moose back in the woods. So we got that, and then we got a few other sets for link and wolverine. So we'll see. Trying not to get too discouraged. I'm still having fun on the trap line, but man, whew, came close. I'm down the trail about a mile or 2 from where that wolverine pulled out of my set, and yeah, I'm just about beside myself here. Looks like I probably caught that wolverine again in this trap, and he pulled out another double long spring. Oh yeah. Nothing in the snares. I got that 330 set. Cubby didn't touch that, but he did come in here. Looks like he tore it up pretty good, and got some guard hairs on the trap. He get wrapped around, he pulled out. I don't know. Don't know. 2 chances at a wolverine. I'm not super hopeful that we'll have a wolf in any of these snares, but you never know, so I thought I'd turn the camera on. This is a spot where Jim and I set 4 snares, 2 each, and the wolves had come through. I think they killed a moose back in the bushes way back there, and we found these trails. They were relatively fresh about 8 or 10 days ago, and we set the snares on them, and the wolves hadn't been back until now. And you see the fresh tracks. I've been following them for like 2 miles down this slough. All kinds of spots where they peed and pooped and made a bunch of sign. So their tracks are just massive. Big wolf tracks. He's going in on the trail where I set my snare. I guess you never know, but these wolves are so hard to trap and snare from what I've read. Yeah, it looks like he did not go through that snare. I think it can be pretty tricky. I don't see any tracks. There, I think he walked right around it. Alright, let's keep going. I got some more to check. one more up here, and I see the snares, nothing in it. I think it's hard. You gotta be able to camouflage these, I guess. Try to make them pretty subtle and hope the wolves don't see them. I should have set a foothold trap here. I'm wishing I would have now. Snare. There's one of Jim's snares, nothing in it. Don't really see much. The fresh wolf tracks here, so it's a little hard to see with the light. Yep, there they are. We walk through here. Did not go through the snare here. I'm reading that Alaska wolf trapping manual, wolf trapper's manual. It's pretty intense, lots of information. Boy, those guys, it's a detailed art learning how to trap and snare wolves. You gotta be good. I'm not good. I'm not even average yet, let alone good. So anyway, we'll kind of leave these, and like I said, I didn't have huge, super high hopes in catching one, but it was better than zero chance, and so what the heck? You always got to give it a shot, because you never know. Well, it's not a wolverine, but after having a link caught, eaten by a wolverine, and then having a wolverine caught twice and pulled out both times, it's nice to actually catch something. I get a link in this trap. It's the second to last trap that I have to check today, so one of the last of the trip, really. So yeah, that's good. I made a catch. Man, feels good. Been in quite a slump. So, what a beautiful cat, huh? It's a big one. Boy, he's pretty. Hey, buddy. I'll go. Looks like we got him in some link meat for bait. Kind of a wolverine, more of a targeted wolverine set. I'll go dispatch him and take some pictures, and yeah, that's good. I'm excited. We got one. Well, folks, I'm just putting the finishing touches on the 2020 Alaska Trapline. I just checked the last of the sets for the trip. I didn't catch anything today. A little bit bummed out about that, but it's been awfully cold, and it's been between 40 and 50 below the past few days, and you can't expect a lot of movement in terms of animals out feeding and stuff. So did pick up a couple of links yesterday. Lost a wolverine, which was a story in itself, and nothing on this particular line, but boy, it's a good setup. The weather is starting to warm up a little bit right now. I think it's supposed to get up to about 20 below today, and then it's going to be like 10 above tomorrow or the day after, and I think the critters are really going to get moving. So I'm kind of hoping when Jim comes and checks this line, we put quite a bit of effort into getting these lines out, and I'm hoping when he comes and checks this, we're going to have some he'll have some fur to pick up here in a week or so. But yeah, this is one of the last trail snares, and just drove by and set it up behind me, and I got another one to set up here, and just head back to the cabin and start packing up, heading into the village tomorrow and fly out the day after. So it was a lot of fun. It was awesome. A lot of experiences, a lot of stuff to share. That I'll be sharing with you guys if you follow along with the podcast or YouTube videos. But anyway, lots of experiences. It was awesome. I definitely have caught the bug trapping in Alaska. and I will plan to continue to do this in the future. I don't know how and when I'm going to make it happen, but this has definitely been a motivator for me to want to get back out here. This place is just awesome. All right, take care.